Shai was my guy for doing the videos. These videos actually tell our buyers and sellers what we've done for other people, how we get them more money.
And that's what the Done For You video system does for it. We're using it everywhere that we can, whether it's in our Facebook advertising, whether it's on our website. We even use some of it in our listing presentations. And because it's so well done and explains everything in such great detail in a way that's more entertaining and more appealing, it gets us better interaction.
When you use Shai's Done For You products, you get professionally done videos without all of the hassle of having to figure out how to do a professional video yourself.
It's one of those things that adds credibility to everything that we do. It just solidified me doing the deal before I even got there in many cases.
I would highly recommend them. We use them, and like I said, we're going to do like $10.5 million in gross commission income this year. So if we need them, you for sure need them as well, and it will set yourself apart from the competition, and it will help you collect your fee.
I will say that Shai and his crew make you feel comfortable, make a video that's going to make a difference to your client base, whether you're recruiting or talking to buyers and sellers. We're using the messaging that we're learning here and putting it in a format that is professional. Is going to take you and elevate you to the next level of professionalism.
Our guarantee sale program, USP, has been introduced to thousands of people. It creates a good report. It increased our success rate, and you can see that in our numbers. I mean, its numbers have gone up dramatically.
We saw you on TV. That was exactly what he said. So it was a fantastic appointment. We just walked in and didn't have to compete for the listing.
You're basically pre-sold when you walk in the door. They're most of the time like, okay, we know you're the guy. In fact, they say you don't even have to go through the listing presentation. Let's just, where do I sign?
Before I actually walked into the seller's home, they had already received 2 different videos that I sent to them before the meeting started. And now they're comfortable with me. They've seen me. They know a lot about what I stand for and my value proposition to them.
It's very important, and it's very important to have it done properly and professionally. So that's why I always hire Shai.
The videos are incredible and very, they come across really well.
Our conversion has gone through the roof. We're right at about 90% right now. A game changer, and you have to have it because what it represents for us in a month of commissions is about $80,000, $90,000, what we notice in our business. A month, it's a must.
You show up to the listing appointment, I guarantee you will getting that listing, and you're getting that listing with higher commission. It's a game changer.
I know that the time I invested here today is going to have a huge impact on my business, and I would recommend it to everybody.
Hi everyone, it's Shai Schwartzman here with our broadcast. We had a bit of a technical difficulty. Hopefully Elliot from our back office can fix it. You should be seeing us on YouTube. You should be seeing us on Facebook and LinkedIn. And we're going to try and send out a quick link. I may have used the wrong link when sending out this particular email. Or maybe I used the wrong link when I set this up this morning. In any event, hopefully we can send it out to you right away. But if you're joining us through LinkedIn or Facebook right now, thank you for joining us. Hi, I'm Shai Schwartzman, your audio video coach. And welcome to today's session on Stop Selling to Everyone and Attract Your Ideal Client. Now, this is part 2 of our presentation, of our 8-part presentation on how to get your competitive edge, how to create client attraction systems with YouTube. This applies to other other platforms as well, but in this 8-part series, we're particularly taking a look at YouTube and how we can create a client attraction system through this platform. So in our first session, we talked about the why you want to set this up, and the fact that that video, and I showed some statistics last week during our last broadcast, how you can generate up to 403% more inquiries when using video, and using video correctly. So today in part 2, we're going to talk about the audience. This is, who are you targeting with your video. And so it's important that the who and the how is taken care of. So here we're going to be talking about how we're going to define our audience and our competitive edge. And this is presentation number 2 of 8 that we're going to dive into today. And then you'll want to make sure that you subscribe, get notification, and ring the bell to get notified of all of our next videos, so you don't miss the next one. Now, let's first dive in to what I see as the biggest mistake that real estate agents make, business people make, when they are casting, when they're looking for or creating videos to attract prospects. They cast their net too wide. So it's best to define your target audience. Many people, what they do is, many agents, real estate agents, business people, as I said, they cast the net too wide, and their message becomes generic, right? They define their target as anyone. Like, who do you want to sell to? Oh, anyone, any buyers or sellers. So this message is too generic. It appeals to nobody, right? It becomes just noise. You're competing with all the other real estate agents that are in your database. Okay. Sorry, you're competing with all the other real estate agents who are looking to attract buyers and sellers. It's like we're not Coca-Cola. I use that example. We're not Coca-Cola. Our market isn't everyone in the world. Our market isn't everyone in the city. We need to define who we want to talk to, and we want to understand what their motivations are, so that when we craft our message, that message is congruent. It resonates with them. And then you're not forced to compete with all the other agents who are, yelling, pick me, pick me, pick me. So you want to be clear, and you want to be specific. So let's take a look at a concept that I researched, someone that I follow. His name's Alex Hermosi. He's an entrepreneur, very well-known marketer. he started out helping gym owners or fitness people who own fitness centers get market themselves to their audience. And what we've done with that, what he's done with that, is he's created a concept that he calls the starving crowd. So the starving crowd is a marketing niche, and he uses this term to call out a specific group who's having a painful problem. They have the purchasing power to solve this problem, and they have an urgent need for a guide. So that's what he refers to in his theory of the starving crowd theory. And so your job as a marketer, to get people to raise their hand, is to show them that you're the solution. And you want to connect with them in a way that, you want to connect with them in a way where that message that you're sending out connects with what they're thinking about. And this is another, and many people think about it as demographics. For example, I'm looking to have someone come into my database who's an empty nester. But you want to define it further than that. These are what we call not just demographics, but psychographics. So that's the concept, and it's another marketer that I follow. His name is Frank Kern, and he champions this. So he doesn't just talk about, and you should start thinking about, not just the demographics, but what's underlying. So like the picture here with the iceberg, the demographics is just the top part. It's the part that we see. But as we know with an iceberg, what we don't see can give us the bigger picture. So the psychographics is what drives them. What are their desires? What are their goals? And so when we start to craft our message to that specific market, our message to market match, we want to start understanding what it is, what is their why? Why are they looking to sell their home? Why are they looking to buy a home? We need to tap into those emotions, into those feelings. So these are the 2 points. So we need to find out who we want to market to, and then what is their why? Why are they doing this? Why do they want to sell? Why do they want to buy? So now that you've given that some thought, and you'll want to do some research on this. Don't just, it's not something that you're going to just make up. You're going to research this, and you'll want to understand who is in your marketplace, who needs to sell, who needs to buy. You'll want to do some research on that. And then when you decide who it is that would be a profitable niche for you, that's when you start to think about, okay, what are they thinking? What is it that what are their fears? What are their goals? So you must answer these important questions before you start to craft your message. And then you want to think about why should they choose me over someone else? So all things being equal, why should they choose to do business with you above all other people, above all, all other choices, including doing nothing at all? Well, you need to answer that question. So a weak answer would be, I provide great service. I'm trustworthy. I'm number one in my local marketplace. That's weak. Everyone says that. You're not differentiating yourself. Something specific would be, again, I go back to the term, the Grand Slam offer. So that the answer is specific and gives a high value solution to their unique problem. So something that differentiates you and separates you from the crowd. So let's look at what that Grand Slam offer could be. It's about them thinking, it's about them saying, it's not just about the cheapest, because again, you don't want to brand yourself as a cheap option. It's about being the most valuable, offering the most value. So when they stack you up against the competition, there's just no choice. You add so much value and your offer is so different. So it's not about commission. It's about solving a specific problem. So you address the problem that they have. You reduce the risk. So how do you reduce risk? You promise a guarantee. You give a guarantee, like if you're in real estate, it could be a trade-up guarantee. Your home sold guaranteed, or I buy it. Your home sold at your price and in your time range, or I will, take $5,000 off my commission. Whatever your guarantee is, that guarantee comes to reverse the risk. And then, of course, you want to add value. That could be convenience. That could be bonuses that they get. That could be the expertise that you show. So all of these put together makes up your Grand Slam offer. And of course, the way you want to make it easy for them. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, please type them into the chat. That's the benefit of these live webinars, is that I could take your questions. So if you have any questions, please add them here to the chat room, and I'll endeavor to answer them. And if you're watching after today's live broadcast, type in your question into the comments. So let's take a look at some offers that we can start thinking about. These are good examples. So, for example, the downsizing seniors. So empty nesters. Let's say you're in a community of empty nesters that are looking to move. And what could your message be? Well, it could your message could be include professional decluttering and staging. Maybe they've been living in that house for many years. Their family grew up in that home. Maybe that decluttering would be something that you could offer them. Maybe you could vet a moving company for them as part of your offer. Maybe you offer them a guaranteed sale in X amount of days, depending on your marketplace. And Maybe you could offer that you could be the single point of contact for all of the service providers. So that takes away some of their worry and pain about leaving the place, they call home. So that could be an offer that you make to home sellers. And as you can see from some of the examples I'm giving you, these benefits probably tie in to something that they're thinking about. How about first-time home buyers? The home buyer, you can call it the home buyer confidence program. So this ties into what home buyers are probably thinking of. Maybe it's a pain point, something that they fear. They feel out on missing on the best deals. So you could offer off-market listings. You could offer a home you could offer a first in line or a guaranteed first in line front of line access to homes matching their home buying criteria. So you could offer something like that takes away that fear of missing out. You could offer a home warranty, a 1-year home warranty, if they move up, or not move up, but they're buying a home that's been lived in, not a home, like not a new home from a builder, but they're moving up, or they're moving to a home that someone else has lived in. You could offer a 1-year home warranty to cover any expenses that might come up. Maybe that's one of their fears, is that they'll move into this house, first-time buyers, maybe they don't have a lot of cash on hand once they buy the house, and closing costs and mortgage payments and family and what have you. A 1-year home warranty might allay some of their fears about buying a home, and of course buying it through you. You could have a love it or leave it guarantee. Many real estate agents offer, if you don't love the home, you'll sell it for free if they move up to a home that, if they use you to buy another home. So you'll sell their home for free. So there's a bunch of ideas there that, as you can see, again, tie into what what some fears are for the buyers. And so here's your winning formula, right? So I want to, as we wrap up today's broadcast, I want to share with you this formula to start thinking about as you're crafting your message. So you need to deeply understand your niche audience. So when you're deciding or researching on who to work with in your marketplace, who would make for a good buyer and seller in your marketplace, who's buying, who's selling, who are the people in your marketplace that are doing that. You want to understand them as an audience, and you want to understand them as people, as buyers and sellers. What are their goals? What are their fears? What outcome do they want? So you want to understand that. Then couple that with your irresistible Grand Slam offer, and that will give you your unbeatable competitive edge. So this is how you stop competing and start dominating your chosen market. So your video are no longer just content, they're delivery mechanisms for this powerful and focused message. And when you focus your message, you're laser focusing on who you want to talk to, and you're able to tap into that conversation they're having in their head. So we established in presentation 1 the why. Why do you want to use video? And if you haven't had a chance to view presentation 1, you'll find it in our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet to our Audio Video Coach channel, I urge you to do that right now. Check out our other videos on our Audio Video Coach channel. You'll find presentation 1, the undeniable case for video and the strategic mindset. And in today, we talked about defining your audience. Now, I want you to join us next time, and you won't miss the next broadcast. Again, if you subscribe and click the notification bell, and again, if you can help out our channel, share it, like it, comment, that would help us a great deal of getting out our videos to a lot of different, help us build our audience so we can create a lot more great videos for you. So next week, I'm going to share with you on how we're going to create our YouTube channel. So we talked about the why. Today we talked about who we want to talk to, and how we get into that conversation that they're having about their needs. And next time we're going to talk about how we're going to create a high conversion channel. So I'm going to show you next week how you're going to set up your YouTube channel so that when people come to it, it's going to set you apart from the competition. So mark that in. Please, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we look forward to speaking to you on your next on our next call. And if you have any questions, I want to give you our information here, how you can connect with us at Audio Video Coach. There's a lot of great information below as well. We have some different services that you may want to consider. We have our virtual video editing service. We have content creation. So we have a series of done-for-you services that'll help you get your videos up on social media, and we work with you on crafting your message and learning more. Now, if you've come across us here for the first time, I welcome you to go to audiovideocoach.com and register for our online course. It's a 3-part free online course that you can just watch on demand. It walks you through, from A to Z on creating your video, how to edit your video effectively, and also how to distribute it effectively across social media channels. So I welcome you to take that. We'd love to offer you a lot of good information on Audio Video Coach and how to use video effectively in your business. So until next time, I'm Shai Schwartzman, your Audio Video Coach. Look forward to speaking to you at our next broadcast.